Wisconsin women making a difference, this time on the west side of Green Bay. They say it takes a village to raise a child, even a foster child.
But it was one woman who decided to create a place foster families can feel supported. For 5 years, the nonprofit Foster the Village has done just that, and there's some pretty big plans for the future.
I crack up when I look at this. I'm like, are you kidding?
This space on Division Street in Green Bay is a symbol of how far the nonprofit Foster the Village has come. And it shows the great support for foster families in Brown County.
I am a foster parent. I've been fostering for about 11 years. And when I first started fostering, I just realized that when kids come into care, they're typically coming with just the clothes on their back.
She's humble, but if it wasn't for Sherry Salmon, Foster the Village would not exist. Still, just like its name, the community together has helped it grow from a small basement space to this 13,000 square foot space they recently moved into.
Pajamas are awesome. I love to get new pajamas. Sometimes it's the first time kids have worn pajamas.
Sherry noticed the need 5 years ago, and that need is even more dire, not just for basic necessities, but also foster parents like Dusty Evans-Klukas and her husband.
My husband and I became foster parents 5 years ago. We had our first biological son, and we always knew it was in like our journey someday that we'd be foster parents, but my husband actually is the one after we had our first child that came to me and said, I think I'm ready now.
She will be the first to tell you, though, it does have its challenges. But parenting a child, she says, who otherwise would have nowhere else to go is rewarding, to say the least.
You get to be with them for all the wins and all the hard stuff, and opening your heart to conversations around those, and allowing them to just talk and listen and give them that hug when they need it. It's all of those things.
It's foster parents, it's volunteers, and donations that make a difference for a child who, through no fault of their own, ends up in foster care. Foster the Village has seen a steady increase and growing demand, going from serving 25 kids a month to now 370 kids, about 1,200 a year.
Yeah, Brown County, every time I tell people, every time you see a drug bust or a high-speed chase, something like that, typically there's a child involved, right? And that child needs to go somewhere, and that child's going to need assistance, whether it's clothing or shoes or school supplies, car seats, whatever that may be. And we really are seeing an increase in the numbers of kids that are coming in.
This space is giving Foster the Village means to expand beyond being able to ease that burden when a child and foster family are connected. Sherry says it's also about supporting them emotionally.
We're looking at bringing in kids that are ages possibly 10 to 12 and having small youth groups with them and working with them on just self-esteem, self-worth, their identity outside of foster care, and really just working on them to build that self-esteem and understand who they are as a person, not identify themselves as just a child in foster care.
Both Sherry and Dusty say it's intentional, fulfilling work, but so incredibly worth it.
Just seeing the kids leave here with smiles on their faces keeps me coming back.
She was so sweet. Yeah. And you could see that space. It's just so needed, and all the donations. So I just wanted to mention, too, we talked about the foster parents, the need, just reiterating that. And like you said, foster parents are angels. They do so much in the community.
It's one of the most giving things I think you can do.
Absolutely. Makes a big difference for that child. So
thanks for the story.
Of course, yeah, we'll put that online for anybody who's interested in more details.
That's great.